How you doing, guys? That's Landon Watnick. I'm Fernando Juncadella. We're inside the indoor practice facility for the third edition of our spring football recap videos in Landon. Week 3 about to come to a close. How has this team progressed?
Well, now we're more than halfway done through these spring practices. I mean, it's been a pretty eventful week. Monday and Wednesday, the team went in full pads. Thursday, the Gators actually held their first full scrimmage. So it'll be kind of interesting to see where this group progresses along as we inch closer and closer to that orange and blue debut on April 8th.
Let's look at the tape Monday through Wednesday. Well, Landon, when we were standing out there on Wednesday's practice, there were some familiar faces. What can you tell us about it?
It was a star-studded event at Wednesday's practice. I mean, from Steve Spurrier to Oakland Raiders head coach Jack Del Rio to even Gene Hackman, for that matter, two-time Oscar winner, checking out Wednesday's practice. There's a lot of big names there, and that's not even mentioning the half of it. I mean, you had a Florida 2017 quarterback commit Jake Allen in attendance with his dad. You had Rick Wells, who signed with the Gators back in February. A couple other recruits. Keon O'Neal was there after attending Pro Day the previous day. So it means a lot, I guess, for this program to kind of have all those big names in attendance. It's a huge recruiting pitch for whatever prospect comes out and checks out practice.
Well, let's move on to what's actually happening on the field for the Gators. They scrimmaged on Thursday. Who's playing? Who's not playing? What can you tell us more about that?
Well, Thursday scrimmage is going to give an opportunity to a lot of those younger guys to see a lot of reps. I mean, McElwain said that the scrimmage on Thursday is going to feature anywhere from 117 to 128 reps. So a lot of opportunities for those younger guys. There's going to be a couple guys out for the scrimmage, though. I mean, Ahmad Fullwood and Dre Massey are dealing with some leg injuries, so they're going to be out of the scrimmage. Jordan Scarlett as well is dealing with a hamstring injury, but he's questionable for the scrimmage. And then you got some other guys, too. Cameron Dillard, the center, has a broken nose and probably won't be able to go for the scrimmage as well. Justice Reed is sick and is not going to be able to play. So it's going to really open up some opportunities for those younger guys like Freddie Swain and Josh Hammond, and even some of the veteran wideouts like Chris Thompson and Alvin Bailey. Those guys are really going to have a lot of reps and going to have an opportunity to step up. And then at center, I mean, you got TJ McCoy, who's kind of impressed as a second stringer in practice. He's going to see a lot of reps at center. And then Tower Jordan, too, can slide over from guard to center and see some snaps. So for a lot of those underclassmen, it's going to be a huge opportunity for them.
Landon, who stood out Monday through Wednesday leading up to that Thursday scrimmage?
Well, it's actually a surprise name. I mean, the freshman early enrollee quarterback Kyle Trask has really stood out in these practices. I mean, he has a strong arm. He's throwing a heck of a ball. I mean, a lot of beautiful passes out there. He's been looking pretty sharp, and if he goes at this rate, there's a chance he could even avoid a red shirt if he turns out to be one of the primary backups to Luke Del Rio. So he's looked sharp. A few of the other early enrollees, too, have kind of impressed. Freddie Swain, Josh Hammond have had some sure hands, shown some excellent route running in practices. They've really made an impact. And then Dre Massey, too. I mean, look at him now. I mean, he's working with the first-team offense as a slot receiver, really kind of jumping some of those other guys on the depth chart. So he's making an impact. And then I guess when you look at the defensive side of the ball, Kayvonis Davis has really made an impact on that first-team defense. I mean, he's jumped in there, played a lot of weak-side defensive end, and has looked pretty good in the process. He continues to develop and physically grow. And then also, too, Jabari Zuniga is starting to see a little bit more second-team reps, and he's looked pretty good in practices, received a lot of praise from coaches and teammates. So those are really the guys so far that have kind of stood out to me this week, who I guess are maybe a little under the radar as compared to some of the fixtures at starting spots.
You mentioned some quarterbacks last answer. What can you tell us about how that quarterback battle is shaping up, and who's the favorite now that we're halfway past the spring schedule?
Well, it's Luke Del Rio's job to lose. I mean, he's got a leg up on the battle right now. I mean, just based on experience and familiarity alone with this Florida offense working under Jim McElwain and Doug Nussmeier, I mean, he definitely has the leg up. He's looked pretty comfortable operating this offense, looks very confident in the pocket. He just knows what he's doing out there, and I wouldn't surprise me at all if he's a starter day one for this group. And also Wednesday was the first time we got to speak with Del Rio. Had a lot to say. I mean, it was a great interview, seemed very well spoken, seemed very calm, poised. So really has all the qualities that you'd want in a quarterback, and I mean, on that end. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how this battle moves forward. But I mean, right now, Del Rio kind of looks like the guy.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to subscribe to InsideTheGators.com for all the premium content for Florida Gator football. That's Landon Watnick. I'm Fernando Juncadella. See you next time.